Welcome back to Rayman Revolution. Now we're on part 6, and we gotta go ahead and grab the glowy golden ball to progress through the stage. I guess I've actually turned the music back up in the mix because for now things seem to be kind of even. If the characters start to get drowned out again, Sonic Adventure 2 style, I will definitely try and address... Can you not? I'll definitely try and address that because seriously, the audio mix in this game can be so inconsistent. But right now, I do feel like we should actually get to listen to the music a little bit, although now I can barely hear it. That's actually more of an issue in modern, newer games. For some reason, a lot of more contemporary releases have this thing where the music is just way too quiet, and I have to fiddle with the audio, you know? I'm glad that they give you the option to do so, but it's just odd that I have to at all. You'd think that by now we'd know how to get a decent... Maybe because we're prioritizing sound effects, and yes, for particular genres, especially for like a stealth game or something like that, where like sound is very important, or a horror game, sure, but I don't know, with an action game or something like that, I don't really see the point. Oh, wait a second, does this loop back around perfectly? No, it doesn't. What's the point of this section? Hold on, let me actually explore this area real quick. Why would they put this bit here? Oh, I see. So we don't have to do any more platforming than we really have to. We can just go like this, throw it all the way over there, do a little bit of gliding, grab onto the purple lum, and do this. Should I continue my musical discussion from last time about Sonic Frontiers? No, I think we should just leave it at that. But basically, I really, really love the game's soundtrack and how it combines all these different aspects of Sonic's sound. The fact that we have those insane metal songs for the bosses, but you also have those super synth-heavy electronic songs, and you have this, like, absolutely dream-like drum and bass shit going on, and, I don't even know what to call it, like acid, like, it's not that, but there's also these, like, jazz moments occasionally. It's just these really strange and super Japanese pop moments, but these sound so right for the sound. Like, really, I adore the soundtrack to that game, even though it's so different from what I was expecting. Like, Shadow Generations is more in line of just like, oh yeah, cool metal, bro. And it's great, I love that. Except for, obviously, Chaos Island, which is like my favorite thing in the world, because it's basically what I kind of wish Frontiers was like anyway. As in, it's just a linear platforming stage, but it happens to use the assets from... Because you know the assets were 100% taken directly from Frontiers, right?
What remains here?
Oh no, I guess the game is over now. Just kidding. Whoa, holy shit, that's a really cool effect, and not enough games do that. This whole like second person thing going on. I remember that video someone made about Driver San Francisco where it's like, you know, a second person game, because you're seeing the world. Well, actually in this case you're not seeing it through his eyes, you're seeing it through like the eyes of someone inside of his mouth. I don't know, but it's funny because, like, even though this is a very cool idea, I've never considered this to be a convincing effect. Like, I don't really feel like his jaws are about to close in on me. What I really see right now is two models. They're obviously not sprites because they look way too high resolution right now considering that I'm up-resing the game. No, all I see is two models that are just kind of, you know, on the top and bottom of the screen. Maybe I'm just not enough of a kid to get my suspension of disbelief to that level, but, I don't know. It doesn't really have that feeling of... Can you not? Rayman, fucking target. Look at this shit. They don't work. Okay, no, it does kind of work. Maybe it's because I haven't upgraded them? No. They wouldn't make the targeting upgradable as well because it's not. It genuinely isn't. This is one of those classic examples of a boss fight that you're not actually fighting. It's not a boss fight. It's more of just a scripted platforming boss encounter, as in, like, look, all you're doing is just hitting these things, creating platforms, and getting closer to him, but you're never intended to genuinely fight him. That just isn't part of it, right? I'm pretty sure, or do you? I don't remember, actually. I'll find out right now, because we're gonna end up actually sort of fighting him later. I think so. There's going to be some kind of encounter because obviously we have to confront him. So we're going to fall. I misjudged that, and now we're dying. They've definitely tried to increase the difficulty for a game that was never really meant to be difficult, but oh wait, the checkpoints are more generous than I remember. I'm pretty sure I did not just get a green lum, but I respawned right here anyway. Come on, there you go. Do this. That works much better. Yes. And wait a little bit longer and hit that as well. So what was I talking about last time when it comes to like the glorification of the finished game or something like that? Yeah, I don't know, I just feel that you don't need... It's kind of like how... You know how some people obsess over demos of, like, band demo songs? As in, the demo version of a song before it was finalized, or a song that was never finalized, it just only remained a demo, right? It's kind of like that, where I will sometimes obsess over these just unfinished single-level projects of games. And I understand it's not necessarily the best thing to consider as an ideal. You generally want to finish things, right? For example, if I were making a game, I really should make more than one level and not just release it under the pretense of, oh, that's my idea of something I really like. Although, it depends on what kind of legs the idea that I have even has. Because sometimes there's not that much more you can do than just the one level idea. Other times there is. I don't know. Like, for example... This is just going to relate to a bunch of fan games, because most fan projects end up this way because, you know, the people involved, they just don't have the time or the desire to keep working on it, right? Like, remember Sonic Project Endless? Yeah, that name's real fucking fitting because its development is endless, as in, there was like a, I think it was in 2015, they released I don't know, it was probably just one guy, released the, an early, like, demo build, and that's it. There was just one level, but it left such a strong impression on me. The music, this really cool remix of Sylvania Castle Act 3 from Sonic 4 Episode 2, and the visuals were just absolute. I mean, of course, it was Unreal Engine. Of course the visuals are going to be insane. And that stuck with me, like as if it's a part of the canon. This is the cutscene, where we're going to have to make a choice, but we already know the choice we have to make.
Yes! Unbelievable! It's gold!
You have defeated me. My treasure is yours. Take whatever you want.
No treasure for me.
You made the right decision. You deserve this. Here. This is the elixir of life. Guard it preciously.
Thanks.
Why did you overlap your own voice line? Anyway, I think we're going to be going back here now. Conveniently opened up. And now we're going to, I think, give that back to Clark, I think his name was. To save him access denied. Stop denying me access to things that I'm not even sure what exactly you're denying. I've never known. Maybe it's their bonus stages or something. I don't know. But it doesn't make it very clear. I think what they should have done is maybe made it so that the first level is like super easy to 100%. So you are guaranteed to know what it is that you're working towards. And then they can go ahead and make it a little more challenging.
There are no more masks here, but there's still some lums left.
We're not doing that because I'm not going for 100%. Although let's see what we can upgrade before we move on. Hopefully I do have enough lums from the ones I've collected to upgrade something. And I'm not even going to listen to this guy because he just says the same shit every time. Come on, skip through this section. I just want to... Okay, let's see. Rebound. That's actually quite useful later on in the game. Oh, you know, I actually can buy this now. But... Okay, let's not be stupid. Let's actually use something that's a little more practical. Rebound is very practical. Rate of fire is very practical. Accumulation is okay, basically all of these choices are better than carrying stuff faster. I think I should... I do want my rate of fire to go up, but... Rebound is pretty good because it allows you to bounce your lums off of things and they hit the enemies and stuff, so... Let's go with that instead. See? I wish I could buy that too. Although, come to think about it, I do have some lums left over. No, we're not buying it. It's too situational, just being able to carry stuff. It's kind of like climbing ladders faster in Mega Man 8 or something like that. Anyway, let's make our way to I'll see if we can remember where exactly we have to... I mean, I can just go to the teensy circle and take the shining door. What? Which... Oh, I get it. We have to go back to... wait, the fairy glade... There you go. I can just go back here, right? No, that's not where Clark is. The bayou... Sanctuary... Glowbox's house...
There are no more masks here, but there's still some lums left.
No, I'm fairly sure that none of these are the correct place to go. Because we have to go and give that back to Clark. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the hub world and just kind of keep running around and find the bit that we went in order to save Clark. Because that's where he was. I think he was in the... Actually, we got to go to the East Plane, right? Because that's where he introduced us. That's where he allowed us to break through that door, and that's where we found him. So I think what makes more sense for us to go back there, right? I still can't tell if you have any choice in this matter or if the structure is completely laid out before you. Because I feel like right now maybe the game wants me to do something else, but I know that if I go there with the Elixir of Life, you will be able to save him. And it's not like he can't die. It's not an RPG or anything. You just have to make your way there. There's all these pirates here, which I used to think they had to like kill them all or something. There's literally no reason for you to even bother. Like, I think there's just some extra lums. I mean, let's go ahead and collect those extra lums. But other than that, this is just a background detail. It's not actually essential to the game at all, right? Let me just see if there's any lums in here for me to collect. Yep, okay, there's some lums for me to collect. So let's go ahead and do that at least. And then we're out because there's basically nothing else for you to do. Those kids are just going to keep just getting captured and then saved again and captured and saved again. So what makes way more sense for us to just sort of keep moving through here, jump up, and go ahead and save Clark. See if we even can. We should be able to, right? Yeah, look at it. This is the bit where he left a giant Clark-shaped hole, right? You go through here. The game's going to go into a fucking loading screen, and we're going to save, and then we're going to basically have to backtrack a little bit. So I think what I'll do is I'm just going to play through a good section of that stage that we were just at. And because the game, I think it genuinely expects you to... Actually, no, I don't... It would be really bad design if it legitimately expects you to play through the exact same bit of level design that you've already played through. I really hope that when I walk through here, it'll just automatically teleport me to the area where Clark is, right? That sounds like it would make sense. Like, it will check if I have the thing, if I have the... Sir, no. No, I do actually have to... Oh, really? Well, I guess I'm going to see you guys when I've saved Clark.
Here, Clark. Here's the elixir. Thanks, little buddy. Wow! Now I can go crush a whole bunch more pirates! Cool, but put me down first, okay?
You know, I never realized how cool this game's soundtrack is actually. Now I'm actually hearing it. It does drown out basically everything as you can hear, so I gotta turn it down. I really don't want to, because it's actually a really interesting take on the music, because a lot of this music sounds different from how it was in the original, mainly because we're on an actual disc now, but I think some of this is different from the Dreamcast version as well. I'm not entirely sure about that, but... Oh, I know what I have to do. Now I have to do a little bit of puzzle solving. Gotta go ahead and jump over here, and... Yeah, okay, this is really fun. I think this game should have taken even more advantage of the loom swinging, because it's such a fun mechanic. Yes, if the positioning of the lums isn't quite right, it can be a little bit awkward, but for the most part, as you can see, it's very, very fun. Let's go. And now, I just realized I probably should have stayed up there to hit a switch or something. Yeah, that's probably what I was supposed to do, but I got distracted by the frickin' cage. Oops. That's kind of what happens. Imagine, like, being a platformer protagonist and just getting distracted by shiny objects constantly. Although, come to think of it, isn't life just a series of distractions of shiny objects? I'm not... Okay, can you fucking work? There you go. Jesus. Where are we supposed to go now? I think we're supposed to go up here. Whoop. Fly up and no. Okay. That's not going to work. Actually, wait, I think we can just... This is where the switch is, right? Yeah, the switch is on the other side, so I don't know why the game felt the need to trigger a little cinematic sequence right there with the bars, but anyway, we've made it all the way over here, and now Clark right here is going to allow us to traverse through more of the stage by just running right through with basically no momentum, and yet he still somehow is able to break it just through his sheer thickness. And now we're free. Although I don't know what happened to Clark exactly. He never comes back in any future game. Maybe he just sits there and dies. Who knows? Let's go ahead and free this cage. That model is definitely new for this version. And now we have to, yep, we got another one of these shell writing segments, which I really do not like that much, but at least we get to hear more of the music. Again, a very different approach to platformer music, right? The fact that it... Oh, did he blow up? Yeah, he can actually explode before... Oh, wait a second. There's a little hidden area right here. Let's go ahead and check it out. I've actually never seen this bit of the level before. I must have been missing this on my first playthrough. But now we know. Now you know too, hopefully. I mean, let's be real. You're not watching this for tips and tricks on getting all the shit. That's what guides are for on the internet, right? 100% guides for games like this made by people who have a decent amount of experience with the game, which I really don't. Again, I can't say I've played that much of Rayman 2, or really any Rayman game other than maybe Rayman Origins. I've played the fuck out of that game. And also, did you know? So you know how like when you put a game on a medium at a lower resolution, you generally want to decrease the asset resolution too to save space? Well, guess what? The Wii version of Rayman Origins doesn't seem to do that, because when I played it on Dolphin, increasing the resolution, all of the sprites still looked super high res. Like they just looked crisp, like it was the PC version. There were a couple background elements that were a little lower res, but the actual characters looked perfect. And when I opened them up in Photoshop, because I was, obviously modifying the textures, everything looked fine. It didn't look like it was like smushed down to like 240p or something. I mean, yeah, the Wii is 480p, I know. Or at least it's progressive scan instead of interlaced. There you go. Fortunately, these sections aren't too long. Why did the entire view stretch like that? Oh, because it was in first person for a second, and now we're gonna see a little. Is he gonna jump off or no? Why am I commentating over a cutscene? I love how he's pretending to be holding onto like these ropes, but they're not actually there.
Rayman! The pirates have captured Glowbox. They're holding him near here. Find him using the missile which guards the entrance to the Menhir Hills.
That's how you pronounce them, the Menhir Hills. Well, that's good. Now we know where to go, although we're going to be doing that next episode. You know what I noticed? This game has a hard time figuring out when to stop certain sounds from playing or certain instances of music, because I swear, like, okay, basically before I saved Clark, I actually died on the missile, yeah, on this thing. And what happened was, I'm just going to trigger the cinematic real quick just to show you what's going to happen. Here's what you got to do. You got to ride on this all the way back, and then what happens is you break through a wall that you previously thought was impenetrable. So as you can see, there you go, triggers a little cinematic, and now we're going to break right through. Boom. And we're going to be doing this level next time because, well, we're almost out of time for this one. So let's just see what it looks like. I think it's going to trigger a little cinematic again that we're probably going to end up having to re-sit through next time because of the way the save system works in this game. Or maybe not. It's just going to be Rayman awkwardly jumping down the stairs. I'm guessing they programmed it that way just so that... I'm guessing I can leave? No. First person, except I can't actually manipulate the camera. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, this is the spider section. Let's go ahead and just... I don't know, not deal with him. Let's leave. Bye. You can't touch me here. Haha. Okay, cool. Anyway, I'm going to see you guys with part... what would this be? It would be part 7. Yeah, I'll see you guys with part 7 of Rayman Revolution. See you then.